Hello, and welcome back to Civ 7. Right, we've got some cities to grow out here. We're running out of places to expand into with these now. We can go for museum would give us culture yields. Ooh, what are we looking at here? So yeah, we need to go for that so we can go to political theory. Right, and whenever we feel like it, we can just go for Statue of Liberty. And pardon me there. Right, okay. What have we got? Bit of damage to some fishing boats there as well. Like, a port really wouldn't be a bad idea. It gives you a little bit of culture, but the money as well. Put one of those on all 15 of our cities. We'll be getting the next few buildings a lot quicker. You know? Ooh, we've got extra room in places. Oh my god, right. City resources. Rome doesn't need happiness at the moment. It can just have some production and some food. There we go. Everywhere else, Sabo, what do you need? In fact, let's have a look. Is anywhere unhappy? Not particularly. These are down at like 5, but right. These are at 5. But I guess they don't need happiness or anything, but we can give them spices for food and happiness. I think that's everything slotted up. Yeah, we need slots. We should probably work on ports. Because the ports also give us like a. Oh, this has a port. Hang on. Somewhere that. Increase the number of resources that can be assigned to a city by 2. We want ports. We definitely want ports. Opera houses as well. Just as institutes are giving us this nice big chunky science yield, opera houses are going to really up our culture. Like 15 lots of 9, right? This is a lot, right? So what will that be? 135 culture if we got one of those in every city. Well, every town or city. And the ports also give some culture as well. So ports, institutes and opera houses are going to be our next targets. The thing is, at the current rate we're going at, we can build like 1 and a bit per turn. And there's several of those in every city. Like we can't keep up with the amount that we're going to require. So we're going to have a problem here. We can't put a port here, can we? It's just a little bit too far out from the sea, isn't it? We can put some institutes down though. And we're going to. That science yield is looking pretty respectable now. We're not trailing behind now. We're 3rd place. We're doing decently. Right, do we have to repair anything? State bonus, right, and this is a scientific one. Science buildings receive +1 science for every city-state you are suzerain of. That's pretty good. 5% science for every city-state you're suzerain of. Right, let's just go through this. Artisans League. So the Scholarly Network, 5%, where suzerain of 4 cities, right? That would give us a 20% bonus. We're on over 200 science, so that's going to be like 40 odd science in total. Pretty good, yeah? 1 for every +1 science for every city-state you are suzerain of on every science building. So every science building will receive +4 science, and that doesn't just include like the institutes we're building. That's the schools. That's the the observatories that we built previously. It's all of that, right? So I think that will equal more. Let's try it. Did it do anything? It doesn't look to have done much. Oh, they got caught up in the flood. Oh well. 232, it's updated. Okay, but say for example, oh, I'll put this here. So 232, 5 science. Will update 241. So it didn't give me 5. It gave me 9. So that is working. So it must not count old buildings from previous ages, I guess. I really thought it would. Nevertheless, we can keep popping them down. And we're already 246. Oh, that did go up by 5. I thought it went up by... Anyway, it'll add up. Okay, we can grow the town over here. Yeah, just put it up there on the mountain. Why not? Right. Let's go with some ports, I think. It'll give us more money. And it will give us a little bit of culture. Oh, we can put more stuff in here now. Let's put some horses in and some food and production. Lovely, lovely. Next.
So readily do people adapt themselves to the marvellous contrivances which modern inventive ingenuity has devised.
That's a mouthful. Right. Choose a tech. Right, next one. Industrialization, I think. And that'll get us railway stations. Choose a celebration. We're currently getting more science, so confirm. Oh! Golden happiness towards maintaining buildings. That could be a good one. In fact, I don't think these are... Yeah, I don't think there's anything any better than it. Let's get it in there. We're now at over 1,300 gold a turn. Excellent. Right, we'll get an institute in. Next turn it, and 300 science. There we are. We have easily secured second place on science at this point. No one's... yeah, we are eclipsing most people. It's basically between us, Isabel and Himiko for who's going to win this now, it looks like. We're going to see what we can do. Okay, let's grow the town down here. 5 science on that one. I'm guessing these institutes have an adjacency bonus. I'm guessing. In fact, no, I think they just make it better for like any wet terrain, don't they? And there's some rainforest down here, so I think that's just... It's not adjacency, I think they just make it... I'll check. Institute. I don't think it's adjacency, I think it's just within the boundaries of the place. No, it doesn't tell me what it does on that page, right. Wow, look at those chunky production bonuses down here. Right. So an opera house, institute, yeah. On adjacent wet or vegetated terrain. Ah, so yeah, try and put it adjacent to to. So let's see, that's vegetated. So putting it here next to two vegetated things would be quite good, right? Oh, mind you, no, here's probably the best spot. Because vegetated, wet, vegetated. So there's 3 if I put it there. I'll try and pay attention to that in future. Oh, we can put another one up. Yeah, vegetated, not vegetated. So these 3 are. It's too bad I can't put it on there. That would be a brilliant tile for it. Can I expand into that soon? I'll see if I can expand onto that tile. In fact, you know what I could do? Put a port. Yeah, maybe here. Ports don't have any adjacency stuff, do they? No. Oh no, for adjacent navigable river, adjacent coastal. Okay, so as long as it's on the coast here, in fact, that'll give me loads of adjacent coastal. Which is why, yeah, all of those are going to give like 9 gold, so we'll create an urban district, come back out, grow the town onto that terrain there, then we'll go back in. Can't afford it yet, but next turn we'll put an institute there and get a ton of science from it. $326. We are very, very close to catching up Isabella now. Why can I not put it there then? We'll just put it there then. Just buy it, put it there. It's giving this probably a bonus though here because this is vegetated, so should give it something, right? And that's wet, so right. We're on 339. We are now second with beaten Himiko. We are pushing ahead on science. And next we'll go for culture. Right. If we decided we didn't want to grow these anymore, what would we get from it? Well, yeah, they don't really give much. I mean, Factory Town literally turns it to we get 3 factories in that town, but no, those bonuses aren't that great. Just extra growth is fantastic. Keep just bolstering them up. We're flooded again. Oh, we don't have to get anything though. We're going to move these away from this river. It's a bit dangerous leaving them on there. Right. Okay, oh, a few turns have passed as well. Let's see what we can buy.
Cross the sea like a bird.
+2 happiness and mountains, 6 culture on natural wonders. It's not really needed. Right, choose a civic. I wonder what we will go for. Right. Your mastery of natural history allows you to create a new unit, the Explorer. Once they have conducted research at a university or museum, these highly trained experts may comb the world for artifacts of previous ages. So we can literally create an army of Indiana Jones characters. Interesting idea. Okay. Everything's kind of queued up there. Ostia here. An institute. Vegetated, grassland vegetated, and then coastal. Over here, vegetated. Could we put one on each? I'm guessing we probably can, can't we? $350 science. Right, before we get ahead of ourselves, let's get a port. I want a port in basically every town. So let's do that. They've already got one. I remember putting it down. There's a port here. We can go for pop it there. Port here. And a port here. Ooh, we have to make sure it's pointing out towards we want the boats to spawn. So, not in the lake. We can't afford more, but we'll definitely start putting some ports out here in a sec. 1,000 happiness towards the next celebration. As the bog waters drain, something twisted and black tumbles out. A body, its hair, clothes, skin, fingernails have all turned the colour of the bog. An archaeological treasure. Can fit some more things in here. We can't put these factory resources in yet.
And was Jerusalem builded here, among these dark satanic mills?
That is from the what's it? I think. Oh, it's not quite. It sounds very similar to literally the English national anthem. I'm trying to, but yeah, it'll definitely be a commentary on the industrialisation of England. That quote, I'm guessing. Right. Happiness, loads of food, bit of production. Yep, sounds good. Maybe we can make amends with everyone. No, apparently not. We've accepted permanent increase the number of trade routes we can establish with the other civilization by 1. Oh! So we could do that with Isabella and get hold of her other gold. Ooh! Too bad she hates us. Eiffel Tower for culture. We could go flight and start on the scientific route. Or can go here to get that settlement limit. We are flying through this. You may now construct a rail station. 2 settlements with rail stations connected by land will create a railroad between them. Units can be sent along railroads with rail transfers when or adjacent to a rail station. A settlement must have a rail station before it can have a factory. Okay. I think I get it. And bam. Oh, I was going to say, didn't this just grow? But yes, of course it did. But it's growing again because we've resettled some people by creating an urban district. Right, okay. And they can now fit a bunch of resources. Is Rome... No, it's all city resources in Rome. Yeah, we literally cannot do anything with these yet. Right. Even these little towns now are in like the teens in terms of size. Right. Let's see then. So we're flying through the science and culture trees. But we need to start looking at trying to decide what victory we're going to go for, what type of victory. Sounds good, thank you Machiavelli. Always a pleasure. Spy was revealed. -6 influence penalty for 10 turns. No. But we've gained vision from their commanders, which means we now know where a lot of her towns are. So basically that's revealed this, and this, and this. Yeah, we've got quite a lot shown to us there. That's quite nice. So a lot of her military is kind of... So we can definitely kind of confirm that she's basically in this area around here. Is this even... That's not even her territory over here. Is she trying to settle this, sending an army out? Are they gonna... Is there a settler maybe following those? Perhaps there. Maybe. What else? I think we can just next turn that. Right. Oh, actually no, we've got some money to spend. We need to remember to spend all of our money, because if we don't, like, you know, you forget to buy something on that turn, well, whatever you bought, you've not got the yields for it for that turn. So I guess we're not going to quite go rail stations just yet, but I mean, we might get a trade victory at this, actually. We might get trade victory if we're building this many ports and factories and railway stations. If we're going to keep doing this, we might get trade victory. Just putting it out there. And the amount of money we're getting each turn is now it's getting ridiculous. I think we've got ports everywhere at this point. We can now go for institutes. There's one bit of vegetation there. If we put here, then they're vegetated, but they're outside of our influence, so it's a bit on the edge, so no. Here, one vegetated area. Here, it's goddamn desert here, ain't it? Probably there. $372. We are officially in the lead on science. For the first time in the game, we are first on science. We are, by quite a margin now, first in gold. We are not... Oh no. Yeah, we are third, in culture. We're behind Himiko by a reasonable margin, but Isabella is blitzing us on culture. We can probably sort of rearrange where our efforts are going now.
There is one tree that speaks only to the austere mountain heads, to the mindful wind and the watching stars.
Do we get view of all her
The
units
sun.
while they're moving for a few turns? I think we do. Like, they're showing us a lot of stuff here. This could be quite good for us. We're also getting to see her military. They're on like line infantry, field cannons, but I am seeing some basic tanks there as well, which is a bit worrying. We're not getting loads of culture, so we're getting a lot more in a big bundle. Like, that would help.
The one who adapts his policy to his times prospers.
Oh look, Machiavelli's telling me stuff now. By what values do our people abide? For what cause do our soldiers fight? It is time for us to choose an ideology that will define us on the world's stage. Democracy, fascism, communism. Time to choose. Are you team red, black or blue? Right. Food and happiness toward maintaining specialists. Ooh. With free speech. Land heritage, happiness and... Okay, let's see. Free speech. Happiness toward maintaining specialists. Because I think we're going to be making a lot of specialists soon. We remained hidden and we stole from Isabella. Lovely stuff. Absolutely wonderful. Right. Keep doing it. Just keep doing it. Can we like do reconciliation with this and... Why not? I've got the influence. Why am I not allowed to? Oh, can I improve trade relations with... No. Is it not finished doing that with him yet? No, it has. Okay, we should look at... We received a ton of culture for that. That's probably why we suddenly got that civic. Globalism, nationalism. Ah! So we don't have to choose it here, it's chosen on here. So what does democracy do for us? Diplomatic and cultural attribute points, +4 infantry units. So we just get some infantry given to us. Culture from specialists, happiness from specialists. Oh, happiness. So specialists would start making places happy. -3 gold in towns and minus production in towns. That's not bad. That's really not bad. Like, if we upgrade everything to cities, if we decide, right, we've got all the things built, we've bought it all, upgrade to cities, we don't have to worry about that negative in towns, and we can just start filling them with specialists. That is tempting. Towns gain culture equal to your cultural attribute. -5 science in cities. I'm not that fond of that. Welfare state. Towns gain happiness equal to your diplomatic attribute. -5 production in cities. Oh dear, progressivism. Avant-garde. +2 culture and happiness on displayed great works. Production towards constructing wonders. Their finest hour. 25% production towards training air units. Combat strength for air units in your own territory. Right. These two bonuses, liberalism, progressivism, I mean, granted you don't have to research them, but they're garbage. Democracy itself is actually good if we intend to swap to cities. So let's keep that in mind. Fascism. Team Black. Production from specialists and gold from specialists, but I lose food and happiness in towns. So I think they're all going to be like this. Right. Economic and military attributes. Radicalism. Towns gain production equal to your militaristic attribute. -5 happiness. Ugh. Not great. Towns gain gold equal to your economic attribute. -5 culture. And absolutism. 50% production towards training all military units, but +1 gold maintenance. 20% production towards constructing buildings and improvements in cities with a rail station. +5 combat strength for all units when attacking. +25 yields and HP from pillaging. Garbage, well, not garbage, okay. Garbage, and actually, -3 happiness. That's the problem, it's just minus happiness all the way through. It will literally destroy me if I were to take this. So fascism is probably not the way to go. Let's have a look at Team Red. Science and food from specialists, but lose gold and happiness in towns. Expansionist and scientific attribute slots, you get 3 range units, you get towns gain food equal to your expansionist, towns gain science equal to scientific. -5 happiness and culture in cities. So this wants you to go against... Right, hang on, let's have a look at the last one. Combat strength for all land units, happiness in cities while at war. Okay, I've had a little pause and a bit of a read through them. So basically each one gives you a bonus for specialists, but screws over your towns. Then it gives you another bonus for towns, but then screws over your cities. And then it gives you this final big bonus here. Now, this is, I think, kind of what's going to make my decision here. Here we get minus happiness in towns, so we'll go, oh god, we're going to be really unhappy, we can't have, we're going to have to upgrade everything to cities. Okay, so we upgrade to radicalism, and then it screws over happiness in cities, right? And then it's like, oh, but better, slightly more production towards military. It's like, I have loads of production. I don't need, it's like the difference at this point is like, will they build in like 2 turns or, you know, 3 or 4 turns or something. It's like, it's not a massive deal, you know, and I can probably just buy most of the units I need. And then there's communism, where again, screws over happiness in towns. Okay, well, I'll upgrade them to cities. Oh, you upgraded them to cities, even more unhappiness. Yay, and then you just get happiness while at war and strength when in your own territory, so like for defending really. I think we're going to go democracy. We gain happiness, we get culture. We do, however, then lose science in cities. We're going to lose 5. It's going to be a pretty nasty knock. 15 cities is a lot, right? That will mean that when we research liberalism, we will lose 75 science, assuming that we upgrade all of our towns to cities by then, it will be pretty bad. So that's going to be a thing. But the thing is though, we don't have to go all the way down on this, but I think we are going to go democracy. That's if we're going down this now, we can always come back to it. Though to be fair, I'm rather tempted to just maybe get this or some of these modern ones here, because there's some settlement limits right there which we can just quickly grab. Oh, I've got a migrant here. Let's resettle. They'll join Rome. That one I think, yeah, there we go. Nice. Now, so Rome is now 43. It's a little bit ridiculous, I'll admit. Right, and this is starting to get a little bit silly, but it's not completely silly just yet. God, look at all those science yields now because of that adjacency. Lovely stuff. Right, we'll go for, I guess, some production and food and so on. Maybe, in fact, let's go food actually. Let's keep going food. We can grow it a bit faster then. Let's just grow everything out, eh? So next we need like rail stations everywhere, don't we? And yeah, we can just start popping those down. Let's start at the bottom and we'll work our way up. Oh, artifact. Where are those? Great works. Astrolabe. It's in the palace. So I guess that's our artifacts then. We'll need some museums in case we find some more. Right, but yes, our culture is now... Yeah, we're still third. Isabella is really running away with it. And remember, don't form an alliance with Machiavelli. He's nice, but he's got 2 cities and he's going to be at war with 2 great powers. We don't want to be doing that. Sorry Machiavelli, but I have to be Machiavellian with you. I'm sure he understands, of all people. We can pop a rail station down here. Lovely. Narrative choice. Economic attribute. Gold per age for every active trade route. Gold for every tech and civic mastery completed in an age. Trade routes for now. Let's do that. Right. Oh, this can have a port. Oh, on the navigable river. Okay. Urban district up there. Lovely. And we can put an institute down. Is there anywhere surrounded by vegetated stuff? Yep. Yes, it is. This is absolutely surrounded by it. Just slowly clawing up with additional science and things, and making sure that we spend all that extra cash that we're getting in. Plenty of resources that we've got now. Can I start slotting these in yet? No. So that I'm guessing that it's when we get factories. So we'll need railways. We'll need. What is the trade one? Because we might be able to do this. Research, industrialization. We get first rail station. Settlements with a rail station will be automatically connected by rail. Research mass production and connect 3 settlements by rail. Okay. So research mass production. That will be done in 2 turns. I'm going to keep an eye on that one. I think we might be able to do trade relatively easy. We have a lot of resources because our empire is so vast. Like if we can just connect all these up and possibly kill Isabella, then we might win. We can grab our last land tile over here and we can use that to just build stuff on when we need. Yep, over there. Right.
Just
Choose a
as
tech.
modern mass production requires the standardization of commodities, so the social process requires standardization of man.
Yep, we are blitzing the tech tree, which I am happy to see that we're doing for once. Probably radio next. Then we're getting into the military techs. I think we'll actually complete a tech tree here. I think we're going to do it. We're going to manage it. Right. Grow the town. Let's go up here. We'll get this last land tile maybe. Well, mind you, it's not that great, the bonuses and that. Let's keep expanding out into the sea. Ostia, we can produce a rail station, methinks. Yep. Ooh, 9 gold on there. Let's do that. We are getting 1.6k per turn. This is getting a bit ridiculous, and I love it. Rail station here. Gimme. Oh, another institute. Yeah, just make... There's 3 of them all next to each other. What are the yields on these tiles now? Each there's like 6 science and stuff on them. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so yields are doing extraordinarily well. Okay. It won't be long, we'll be able to build 2 buildings per turn, based off of just our gold. Can I like reconciliation with these all? No. Ooh. How's Rome doing anyway? Oh wow, there's a bunch of stuff this can build soon. It's not finished with all this yet. It is probably cheap. It's probably easier to just keep building things each turn. just, well, buying things each turn, rather than, like, building them in the cities. It's way faster to just buy. At least it would seem so. Right. Got more cash coming. What can we build? We're getting to a point where we'll have probably got everything soon. Right. God, even they've got 22 people there. I am surprised, given how tiny a town it is. In terms of, like, its landmass and things. Right. Science or culture? Honestly, they're both really picking up now, but let's go science. And we've got another policy slot. We are really hurtling ahead on this. Production on urban districts in your capital, maybe? No. Production towards military in the capital. Yeah. Because that one won't be really very good. But that will come in very handy if we need it. Can we build a railway here? Have we at least got one? We have not, and I don't think we can have one. Right. Institute then. Put there. Rail station. Yep. Even that's already at 16. Ooh, we've got a migrant here. I think because this literally cannot expand anymore. I think it's just producing migrants now, which means they'll go to Rome, I guess. We could probably change that city's specialty at this point. And we probably should, but again, we can just send the migrants to Rome. And Rome will just grow. Right. I should also consider, like, upgrading units
We
soon.
annihilated the world before your very ears. You will be relieved, I hope, to learn that we didn't mean it.
Okay, so yeah. These would be 100 and odd each to upgrade, okay. Railway station over here. Right, I guess we'll claim that. Just all the explorers stacked on top of each other have arrived here. Okay. Weird, but okay. Hang on, mass production. Food on food buildings, fishing boats, and pastures. That's kind of busted, right? I'm not wrong in thinking that that is absolutely ridiculous for me, right? Like, some of these are actually pretty crazy, like production camps, farms, plantations, modern bridges, production places and quarries, gold on gold buildings, science on science buildings. Like, we've got a lot of buildings now, so things that are like plus bonuses to buildings. Like, it might be worth just grabbing these masters. They won't take long, and they could be quite good, so I think we will. Spy was revealed, but we've got the technological advancement from her. Wonderful. Next turn. Yeah, we're really gonna have to start considering what we're gonna do with. Yeah, we're going to start looking at specialists soon. We really are. It will soon be time for all the specialists. Okay. Yeah, sod it, put an institute down then. What are we gonna get next? We could start doing opera houses everywhere. What can Rome do? We could probably just... You see, this is how much they should normally cost, like nearly £2 each. Tenement. Ooh, loads of food and things like that. Okay, interesting. But we are beginning to run out of things to buy in the towns, and when we do get to that point, we convert. That's when we do it. And then we go in on the ideology, we choose democracy.
The members of the nation will never know most of their fellow members. Yet in the mind of each lives the image of their communion. Nothing really worth changing out there. Civics are flying ahead, nice to see. Let's go with maybe... Globalism next. And then probably hegemony just to get those settlement limits. But we can probably move towards getting the first step on democracy soon. And we're going to absolutely fill all of these towns and cities. Well, fill all of these towns with buildings. And then when we get that negative to towns, we'll convert them all to cities. So that negative bonus we get on the first ideological step, we'll get that research and swap them over. Modern mass production requires the standardization of commodities.
Yeah, we've heard the quote. We got a civic from Isabella, lovely. So that's sped that ahead a lot. Globalism's nearly here now. We'll view the tree here. So then we've got, let's see, golden science on golden science buildings. That's pretty big. We'll get that. Settle in Rome. And that is the last tile. Rome can only get specialists now. Just wait till we get factories. Right. How are we doing on this as well? We've got mass production. What's the next step? So we need to connect things by rail. Basically, we need to purchase a railway in Rome. I assume that's probably done it. Yes, that immediately did it. Build factories. The research of mass production has led to plans for the factory. Settlements with a rail connection and a factory will be able to slot factory resources, critical to the rail tycoon legacy path. Build a factory in a settlement with a rail connection and slot 5 resources. Earn 20 railroad tycoon points. Every turn, you earn railroad tycoon points based on how many factory resources are slotted in. Okay. We can make progress on that soon then. So we next need factories. Have we got factories? I believe we probably have. So yeah, we got that with mass production. That's why it wanted us to get that. Okay, I'm beginning to understand. So we have the rail connections everywhere, and we've got port connections, rail connections. You can literally see all the railways running across our empire now. They're just going absolutely everywhere. So now we need to get factories. And then we can slot those factory resources in. We have a ton of them. And that will give us all the points we could ever dream of, because we are so wide and we have so many resources we could slot in. That's probably just going to get us the win. So in Rome, we will purchase a factory. We'll put it over here where it's going to get +8. Done. We have a factory in Rome. Right. Let's begin. Factory. They're a bit over £1,000. They're like one and a quarter grand basically per factory. This will build over the institute. We don't want that. Right. Build over the temple. We can just slot it there. Doesn't give us the most production, but I'm happy with it. Patavium now wants some happiness. It's a bit low on the stuff. Over here they've not even got the railway station yet. Right. Right. So 5% production, we can get healing, we can get 3% culture. 3% science, settlement growth rate. So Rome can fit this now. Austria doesn't need those horses. We'll send them over to Batavium. It could use some more happiness. And then we'll give Batavium production towards buildings, I guess. Oh. Oh, hang on. Do we have to have a spare resource slot? And then we go with... Let's go growth rate, I guess. And you can only have the one. That's kind of crap, to be fair. And Rome. Doesn't really need the happiness. We'll just slot in where are we? Settlement growth rate, maybe. What little good it does. Or maybe I should put culture in, actually. Mind you, it'd only give us like 3. They're pretty crap resources, to be fair. I assume that as we go, the settlement cannot expand right now. Really? Okay. I assume as we go, we'll get more that we can slot in. Settlement cannot expand right now. Lalibela, that's got some room around it. Let's go over there. We just can't keep up with the growth. There's so much growth. Right. So it's rail stations and factories and everything just everywhere. Put the rail station on that nice rail line there. Looks good to me. And yeah, we're going to be prioritising railways and things right now because they will get us closer to actually winning. We are dominating in terms of cash. Science, we are still second. Only just though, we are closing in on Isabella.
Of faraway strangers should be no less of a concern than our immediate neighbours.
And we have, ooh, look at all that happiness and all that stuff. Just keep growing it. Choose a civic. Hegemony. And let's mess with Isabella again. Can we like reconcile? You need at least a relationship of hostile. So she doesn't hate us enough. So okay, we're good with these. So right. Let's try and get military infiltration on this guy, and we'll counter-spy Isabella. Right, that'll be plenty for now. Can I do any actions with these city-states, I wonder? Like, is there anything else I can do? Promote growth. Promote the growth of the city-state. Bolster military. Levy units or incorporate. We don't really want to do any of that. Oh well. Okay, wow, they have a military as well, like troops everywhere there. Right. Factories are going to be going up everywhere now. Somewhere it's not going to overwrite things. There we go. Bella, we can put in some, just get some fish thrown in. Are we now filling this up? It is, it's filling up. Nice. Okay. We might be able to win. 4 of 150. 300. 500. Okay, so we need a lot. This can be ticking away in the background, slowly getting us a victory. And eventually it will do just that. It will get us a victory eventually. Right. For now, though, so we're slowly moving toward one, but we can see if we can move in the direction of the others as well.
The beauty of electricity is not that the power is mysterious.
It says there's no reason why we have to just focus all of our efforts on the one thing. We can easily just kind of spread our efforts about. Why not? Right. Culture and happiness on culture and happiness buildings. I'm happy to do that. And I think that's probably going to do it for masteries then at that point. I might just go towards these then. Let's get a factory in here. Just put it somewhere where it's not going to overwrite anything. Once we've got all these factories in, we're going to go with opera houses. Ooh. Can I slot 2? Oh. Ooh, I can slot 2. I think they have to be the same type. So if I go to Rome, we don't need all that happiness anymore. Or all this production and things. No, this isn't. No need. Let's go with. I mean, do they have to be the same type? It looks like they do. So Rome can just have tons of coffee. And now it's going to get 15% production towards buildings. Ooh. Well, maybe we don't want 15%. Maybe we want 20%. Yeah. So they're all just hyped up on caffeine, And now Rome has got 102 production. Okay, interesting stuff. Right, and we are going to be going with... Oh, let's see, so we've got factories there. Factories are there. Daha. We can't build them, so it must have them. We want railways, factories, and ports everywhere. And then we're going to go for opera houses. Boom. There it goes. Can't afford anything else now. Ostia, Ostia, Ostia. Hello. You needed like all the ponies to stroke because you were unhappy, weren't you? Let's make you nail units, factory resource units, heal. They're not great resources. But we want something that we've got like lots of duplicates over. So we can just absolutely fill them with these. Like, it doesn't need or want these, but it will give us points. So it's getting them. We can slot these in elsewhere in the meantime. Put them in Daha over there. Oh, mind you, Daha is... It's not a factory town. Hang on. Rail station, ironworks. No, I don't think it has a factory. Maybe it can't build one. I mean, there's a spare tile over there. It's flat grassland. The factory isn't hidden. I am very confused by this. I am very confused. Rail station over here. Factory 1260. Must be built in a settlement connected to the capital by railroad. Ah. Now Daha. Ah, it can. There it is. It's become available. Don't know why it wasn't showing that before, or maybe I just missed it. Who knows? Right. Let's get that science yield there. Let's just grab that. Right, go through all these. Next turn. Yeah, we are absolutely blitzing through this edge. How are we doing as well on this? It's getting there. 20, and that's going to go up a lot quicker now. We've got a lot more slotted in. Right, next turn. What are we on? 33. We're getting 13 a turn now. We are hurtling towards victory. Okay. What can we do? We have... So in Rome, like, canneries and tenements would give us all the food ever. Get us like an extra 19 food and 2 production as you do. It'd take ages to build them, but they're there, they're available. And we can queue up the other one. Where is it? Cannery over there. Sure. And next turn it. Okay. What have we got this time? Ah. Puteoli is growing. And we're running out of buildings to put down here. Sure. And there. Right. Institute's built. Right. I think with more or less, we'll do a quick whip round now, see if there's any more factories that need building. I think we're getting close to the point where we've got them everywhere. The places that haven't got them probably can't get them. Right. And over here we can do not a whole lot. We might be at the point. Oh, we can put a rail station here. On that nice circular bit of track there. Lovely. Factory. Okay, it's not showing me the yields for some reason. On factory, there we go. I'll just pop it anywhere then apparently. Right. Over here. We can't get one there. I think we might already have one actually, but right. How much would merchants cost me at this point? Not much. Oh, gold? Machiavelli. We can go to Machiavelli, we can add a trade route here, we can go to Catherine the Great as well. Probably just going to Himiko there, really. Right. Resource slots. Just slot some factory resources in. Get these regular resources out. These in here. throw some stuff into there because it can take them. And oh, look at this over here. Do we have? Okay, let's slot in maybe oranges. Right. Pretty good, pretty good. Put it there, I guess. How are we doing? Please say I'm doing well. Military, obviously not. Science, culture, we're getting somewhere, but not really. And in Rome we have... Yeah, we can't buy another merchant yet, but we might want to in a moment. Just grab one. We can send some to Russia, we can send one to... what's his face here? He doesn't hate me anymore, hey! And we can send some to Machiavelli, obviously. Why has that got like an outline on it? Oh, guess that's, yeah, expanding our borders, lovely. Factory. Right, let's get a factory up. And yeah, okay. Where is it? Here, Monte Alban. Slot some fish into this one. We might actually not need any more factories at this rate. We're beginning to kinda run out of the stuff that we can slot into places. Right. Okay, we could take these out. Because we have got 2 tea. And then we can go over to Monte Alban here. And we can just throw these 3 in, because we've got 3 of them. Right. So maybe 2 more factories are needed. And that's probably all we're going to need. Then we can probably focus on like cultural buildings. Oh, we've got a migrant. I think Puteoli can send them by rail. We can send them to Rome. I think they can make Rome
grow. Give them a specialist.
We annihilated the world before your very ears.
But no, they can't, can they? Because I was going to say, maybe it's just because we need to upgrade things to cities now. Rome is one more on. Right, travel by rail. Where is it that needs... Lugdunum still kinda could do with growing. There's still room for growth over there. Mobilisation, obviously, we're going to go big boats, get marines. We have room for 6 settlements. Right, this is something we really have to consider now. I think it's time we take on Isabella. I think we're getting to that point. The age is about, what's it, like 40% through now? We're about to reach halfway. Okay. So I think the time is soon to be upon us when we must invade Isabella to win the game. We're approaching the threshold. Oh, actually, that would be a good shout over there. Let's take those horses off there. Slot them into... Where was it that's barely holding up on happiness? And there you go. And then... Okay, like the other worst areas are on like 8, which honestly isn't bad. Right. Okay. Heavy naval and cavalry units gain 1 combat strength and an additional +1 against infantry units. Ooh. Naval and cavalry, so basically tanks and like battleships and things. Yeah. I think here's the plan. Here's the plan of attack, as it were. What I'm thinking we do is... Right. So I think we'll probably next turn it and maybe end it there. So I'll start the next turn going now. Right. Isabella has joined democracy. Oh, we were gonna go democracy. But we need to kill her. Right. I think what we need to do... Okay, I think what we need to do is we need... And also we need to get some... before I forget, purchase another merchant over here. We can send them out. In fact, we'll buy a few. Quick. So that can be Catherine, and that one can go to Machiavelli. We'll send those out.
And this one will go to... Hastings. Right. Here's the plan. Okay. We no longer need to be building much in these two towns. So these are kind of freed up. And Ravenna, there's not a load there either. And yeah, we're fine. Okay. A lot of our production can be put... a lot of our purchasing power can be put towards like opera houses and things. I think we start looking at getting some fleets produced. Like I might convert these two now. Produce a navy. And send them out to navy invade these two cities. We'll just naval, we'll bombard them, we'll take over, we will win here. Right? We'll probably want to move this army up to Saba over here. Or, we might be fine actually. We'll keep these here, form our defensive area around here like we normally do. We might send the cavalry unit up there though. We'll definitely want to buy something to go here other than just having this prospector sitting about. So we'll definitely want an actual defensive unit on there, preferably something that's a ranged unit that can just hold out. We'll upgrade everything to what it should be, so get everything, all of our infantry units, everything upgraded to the current tech. We can use this army to invade here, we can use this army here. Well, this army here can invade here. This third army, we can probably maneuver those around. Maybe we'll attack both of these in like an overwhelming wave. In addition, we'll send the navy and take these two here. And we can start producing units on these, even if we're just purchasing them. We could even levy units from here and send them all over into these towns and navy invade. So we can kind of open her up on probably 4 fronts. Right, we can even levy the units in Muscat here. Push these through in Anakina or into Gebtu through this upper area. Then she's being flanked from here and here. And like I say, in the meantime, we've got this army here going down this way. And we can probably get to a point where we've essentially... We will literally cut through her cities. She's on 21. We can probably bring her to have about as many cities as us. And push ourselves to have as many cities as she has now. And that should secure us the win if we pull that off. Because all of our yields will explode. Hers will just shoot down. Our only real competition then's Himiko and Ashoka, because they're just on the other continent sitting about just being busy mates and not really doing much whilst just coasting along with a million yields in the world. But if we can take Isabella down a peg, we don't have to completely destroy her or anything. If we can just take 3 or 4 cities off her quickly and then force peace, that will put her down a big enough peg, but it'll accelerate us forwards to the point where we should then be able to outshine Ashoka and Himiko on the other continent, because they're happy to sit on their laurels and not really rock the boat over there with each other. They don't want to start a war with each other. But with us doing this gambit will basically, yeah, it'll put us ahead of them. And more importantly, Isabella, who will probably win the game, will then be nowhere near, because it'll massively send her back. Right. We can take up to 6 cities. So, 1, 2, 3, 4 there. And, yeah, actually, 5, 6. So we might not even need to launch a naval invasion from this side. We can if we need to, but we're probably not going to need to.
But if we do, how are we on? We're about to get +1 settlement limit in a few more turns. So we could naval invade from this side and take something as well. But yeah, so I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. That's what I'm thinking. So it'll be a pretty big organised invasion. But I think that's the solution here, and that's how we're going to secure the victory. Right at the last moment, we're going to do this big gambit and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat, and that should put us ahead for cultural, science and everything, because all her yields will be mine. Well, not all of them, but we'll probably take about a quarter of hers, add them to mine. We'll hurtle ahead, leave her behind, and in the meantime, this is actually ticking up extraordinarily fast, actually. I didn't realise how quick that was going up, now that we've slotted everything in. Okay, yeah, while all that's happening, this is just ticking over. Like, even if this just delays her, there's a good chance that it causes us to win. So, that's our big gambit. Right, on that note, we'll be doing that next time. We'll probably have a big build-up before we attack. We'll need a navy up here, so we'll get started on that next time, and we'll probably be able to launch it before the end of the episode, maybe take out the first few cities. Thank you very much, and I will see you then.